What is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, back with another reaction video. This one is called Celebrities Who Gave Up on Fame to Work a Normal Job. And it's by the YouTube channel SynnyV2. So as always, link to the video, the channel will both be in the description below, so be sure to check them out, see what else they have in store for you. And real quick, let's just address something, because I'm actually recording while there's still light outside. It's so different, it's so weird, it's so new, it's so fresh. I hate it. Anyway, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do: like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
From Charlie Bucket in Willy Wonka to the Shermanator from American Pie.
Hey,
these
the
are
Shermanator.
celebrities who work normal jobs now, beginning with Hayden Christensen. These are celebrities who work normal jobs.
Hayden Christensen, Chris Owen. Honestly, I suck at actors' names and stuff. And so I probably don't remember most of these people unless I actually like saw them in a movie or something like that. I know obviously Vanilla Ice, because they're using his rapper name instead of his actual name. But also, like, most people don't want to go from it's odd because people going from fame and like obviously the money to like just a normal job. But it seems like a lot of people would rather go the other way. You know what I'm saying? They're tired of working normal jobs, especially these days, and they want to pursue fame and money, the wealth. Me, I have no problem with pursuing it because I'm an introvert, so I don't really go out. I don't really mess with too many people. I don't really go out like that, so I'd be just fine. But it's just weird, right? It's not, maybe not weird, but it's understandable because they probably get tired of getting noticed and getting, bum rushed by people and just having to deal with so much BS. And they just want to go back to a normal life and experience that. Or they've been in it so long that they got tired of it. Or maybe they were in it since they were kids and never got to live a normal life. And so they've tried to get out. So I get it. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's go.
Now, beginning with Hayden Christensen, who gave up his fame as a Hollywood actor to return to the world of manual labor. After appearing in the 3rd Star Wars movie back in 2005, Christensen explained that he felt he hadn't really earned his fame, stating, "I guess I felt like I had this great thing in Star Wars that provided all these opportunities and gave me a career, but it all kind of felt a little too handed to me," also adding that he liked the idea of deliberately sabotaging his fame just so he could start from scratch. "You can't take years off and not have it affect your career," he admitted. "But I don't know, in a weird sort of destructive way, there was something appealing about that to me." For this,
kind of like how some Twitch streamers say that they can't take a couple of days off without losing a ton of subscribers.
reason, Christensen decided to purchase a farm just outside of Toronto, Canada, so he could get into the world of agriculture, stating, "I'm trying to figure it out, it's all new to me, but I would eventually like it to be a fully operational farm with livestock and different crops. I've got a tractor and an excavator, and I'm learning to use all the construction equipment. Right now there's an apple orchard that I want to extend, and I've started a small vegetable garden, and I want to turn a hayfield into lavender," which also led to his own line of country clothing through a company called RW & Co. Christensen has since been spotted at numerous farmers markets and maintains that the farm is going well.
How's things going, man? How's the farm? Good. Farm's good.
However, while Hayden Christensen is still kind of working for himself.
Wait, it's like that stuff right there. Getting caught in public by either, well, this one's technically TMZ, but TMZ or random people, like that's got to be why a lot of them want to get out of it. Like you saw how he looked at the camera, right?
Farm's good.
However, while Hayden Christensen is still kind of working at numerous farmers markets and maintains that the farm is going well.
How's things going, man? How's the farm? Good. Farm's good.
Maybe he didn't look at the camera, but like getting the camera all put up in your face like that's gotta be annoying as full. You know what I'm saying? So they probably get tired of things like that and they just want to get out. And he was trying to live a normal life right now, and he still has TMZ coming up there shoving cameras in his face. "Hey man, how's the farm? how's it going? Yeah, give me that content. Man, I get it now. I get it.
However, while Hayden Christensen is still kind of working for himself, Stephen Anthony Lawrence has since found a different type of employment since he played Beans in Even Stevens. After the show came to an end in 2003, Lawrence struggled to land any further teen roles as he went bald only 1 year later at the age of 14, stating in a Vice interview, "I mean, it sucks, but you come to terms with it." During the same interview, Lawrence explained that both of his parents were then diagnosed with cancer, making it even more difficult for him to return to acting, having stated, "You're being a caregiver, you've got to be there to change diapers. And you can't do that when you're on auditions. That's physically impossible, it just wouldn't work." After both of his parents tragically passed away, Lawrence returned to the workforce as a part-time actor alongside another interesting job, Santa's little helper at the Sun Valley Shopping Center. Fans have been flocking to the mall to get their own selfie with Beans, and he seems to be having a good time with it. If Instagram captions are to be believed, he's making dreams come true, which is certainly more than that mall Santa can say. Beans explained in the Vice interview that he took the role to honor his father, stating, "Dad was really into Christmas. He was a big Clark Griswold guy. So this was kind of my way to feel close to him during the holidays and do something cool for people."
That's nice of him. That's a happy story. That's a great reason to like not even worry about getting back into acting and stuff. I mean, honestly, it's sad that his parents passed away due to cancer, but at least he's doing what he's doing because of to honor the memories of his parents and stuff like that. But that's nice that he's doing that.
However, it was Danny Lloyd from The Shining who decided that the world of media just wasn't for him. Apart from 2 other minor appearances, The Shining became Danny's only major role on the big screen, and considering he was only 6 years old at the time, he'd returned to school like any other person. I'm glad I was in The Shining. It just wasn't something that panned out, and I decided to go back to being a regular kid in school. I worked at the local Walmart. I also worked on a hog farm driving a tractor and working with the hogs. A Hollywood life probably wouldn't have been for me anyway. In a different interview, Danny explained that he used these farm jobs to pay his way through university, which ultimately led to the full-time job he works now, biology teaching at a high school. Lloyd learned fast that being the kid from The Shining was not a fact he needed to share with pupils looking for chinks in his authority. It was disruptive in class, so that's when I began to really play it down. Were the kids waggling their fingers hissing red rum? He laughs good-naturedly, yes, very occasionally, but enough for me to know I had to downplay it. As a teacher, you're supposed to be in control, which has got to be an outlook shared by Carrie Henn.
Shout out to him, yo. Like he got out early because a lot of child stars, child actors, when they grow up, you hear the stories that they go through. Like with I almost said Lizzie McGuire, but I don't think that's who I was thinking about. Now her name is now I'm losing it. I lost it. I'll remember it and I'll put it like on screen. I'll probably put her picture. But the girl whose picture I put on screen, she, you know what I'm saying? When she was with Disney, she eventually got tired of it, of dealing with the crap. I forgot the entire reason why, but she wanted to get out. So she started to sexualize herself more and smoke weed on stage and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's go. So I just mean like child actors, not all of them experience a good upbringing while in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them have those stories. So it's a good thing this kid got out while he was still young and was able to go to high school and still live a normal life without much of a bother, you know?
who also ditched Hollywood to work in education. After playing the character Newt in the 1986 classic Aliens, Henn decided not to pursue full-time acting and instead continued with her schooling. For this reason, she fell out of the public spotlight for over 30 years, returning in a 2016 Comic-Con interview with Kevin James to state that she'd rather found traditional employment.
I always wanted to be a teacher, so I went to school to be a teacher.
Tell them what you do.
I teach 4th grade.
Yet it was Vanilla Ice whose career change was significantly more surprising. He found massive success in 1990 with the now infamous song Ice Ice Baby, yet his music career had almost no longevity, with many considering Vanilla Ice to be a one-hit wonder.
Oof.
With his music career in the dumps, Vanilla Ice tried his hand at motocross racing and even professional jet skiing, which worked reasonably well given he peaked as the world's #6 ranked ranked sit-down jet ski racer, competing nearly every weekend and earning a Kawasaki sponsorship. At the same time, Vanilla Ice began to go down a dark path of drug addiction, leading to his disappearance from the spotlight. However, in 2010, the name would reappear in a show about houses called the Vanilla Ice Project. He'd become a renovator. The show ran for over 9 years, displaying countless different construction projects, yet this wasn't the only normal job that Vanilla Ice wound up doing. In 2013, an article was published to the website Joe reading, "He's transformed himself from rapper to lighting salesman. We guess when the lights go out on a rapping career, you have to find a way to turn them on again. But by selling lights and lighting designs, really?" Mr. Ice currently works for Capital Lighting in Florida and has designed what he calls Vanilla Ice Lighting, a line of chandeliers and wall sconces. Check out this advert for lighting starring Ice himself. And yes, he actually says lights, lights, baby.
Why they gotta take a dig at him? You know what I'm saying? He's doing his own thing. Yes, low key, the lights, baby part is kind of cringe, but there's no need to add it into the you know, the article or whatever. Just let him. He's doing his thing. Shit, why you gotta take a shot at him?
However, it was Peter Ostrom from Willy Wonka who decided that instead of living in a chocolate factory, he'd rather look after animals. Shortly after appearing in the film, the Ostrom family purchased a horse, sparking what would become a lifelong interest in farm animals. After finishing high school, Ostrom worked in an equestrian center in Penn.
Holy crap, I thought his face for a second blended in with the horses, and I was like, wait, where's his... All I saw was like a horse with a body and then, you know, 6 legs and 2 weird arms. And that's okay, never mind. That's besides the point.
Pennsylvania, which was followed by his college graduation with a veterinary degree, having been inspired by the vet who looked after the family horse. I can remember the veterinarian coming out and taking care of the horses, and it made a huge impression on me. This person really enjoyed what he did for a living. My father was a lawyer and I really didn't have a clue what he did all day, but I knew exactly what the veterinarian did. Someone making a living from something he enjoyed so much really sparked my interest. Ostrom was so entrenched in the idea of becoming a vet that he never returned to Hollywood. His one and only acting role, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, having stated, "Acting was fine, but I wanted something more steady, and the key is to find something that you love doing, and that's what my profession has given me." Although he's not the only celebrity on this list to dedicate his life to the medical field, as
we hear often, like if you find something that you love doing, then you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, we may not hear it often, but it's a saying for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Find something that you enjoy doing, and you will never work a day in your life. So that's the key. That's the true key to success, no matter what DJ Khaled says about the other keys to success. Yeah.
Jennifer Stone from The Wizards of Waverly Place followed a similar pathway. Only 1 year after the show came to an end in 2012, Stone was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, with her experience in the hospital inspiring her to join the medical field.
I wanted to make sure that nobody ever had to experience that when they were going through uncertainty. I know it's a drop in the bucket, but it was something I could do. While
maintaining minor acting roles on the side, Stone began to volunteer at a Burbank medical center, and by 2019 she'd become a fully qualified nurse, stating, "I just see so much more of humanity than I ever saw before nursing. I've seen parts of humanity that I don't know if I would have ever seen without it. It's a beautiful thing and it's heartbreaking, and it's a great reminder to be thankful for the things that you do have." Since becoming a registered nurse, it seems Jennifer Stone has pretty much retired from acting. However, this hasn't stopped her from being recognized by some of her patients.
And I have a lot of patients that are like, "Why are you here? Like, what are you doing being a nurse?"
But whatever happened to the Shermanator from American Pie?
Real quick though, like imagine having diabetes without knowing you have diabetes, and then you have like, I don't want to say a flare up, but like a thing, like it affects your health randomly, and you have to deal with that without knowing why. And so you go into the hospital, and then you find out, oh shit, you got diabetes, and it's like, just imagine that like your whole life is suddenly changed, but at least you found out before something serious happened. You know what I'm saying? Before something even worse happened. Crazy. Shermanator. I remember this guy from American Pie because I watched American Pie a bunch of times. Yeah, he was the one that was like, he was there to have sex with one lucky woman and change her life or something like that.
Well, according to IMDb, real name Chris Owen continued to land role after role following the iconic performance, yet on the 28th of September 2012, a post was made to Reddit reading, "At a sushi restaurant in Santa Monica, the Shermanator was my waiter." Approximately 1 year later, additional photos were sent to the Radar website, with the sender stating it was kind of funny watching the Shermanator serve at a sushi restaurant. It was also sort of sad to see how quickly and easily an actor can fall from fame. No one in the restaurant even seemed to recognize him.
That's what sucks right there. That's also what sucks. Like, one person recognized him from the Shermanator, despite all the other roles he's done. One person recognized him at a sushi restaurant as a Shermanator. And then other people started going and started posting more pictures and content or whatever about him being at a sushi restaurant. That's got to be annoying, man. I feel sorry for him to have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
When interviewed by the Daily News 3 years later, Owen stated, "Life doesn't always go the way you planned. I love acting and this job lets me stay in the fight. I get recognized a lot," he says. "I walk up to the table and see the look in their eyes. People get excited and it feels good. I like connecting with people for that brief moment in time," although in December 2018, it seemed Chris Owen recognized that he'd need a long-term career path, as he'd make a post to his Instagram stating that he joined a property company called Compass, with his following post showing that he'd become a real estate agent. But while Chris Owen took these positions out of necessity, it was Susan Boyle who got a day job just so she could return to being a normal person.
Why does that name
Despite
sound
having
familiar?
a net worth of over $40 million, Susan has often been commended for living an extremely humble life, having raised over £42 million for charity whilst continuing to live in her childhood home. However, Susan Boyle's desire for normality was best highlighted in an article from June 2014 titled, "Millionaire Susan Boyle applies for a £6 an hour cashier job in her local bookmakers," with the article reading, "The 52-year-old singer is reported to have applied for a minimum wage £6 an hour cashier's job after spotting a job advert in the window of her local bookmakers Ladbrokes. Upon reading the advert on Thursday afternoon, Susan entered the premises and spent around 5 minutes talking to the shop's deputy manager David Kaur, 28, about the role. Susan Boyle walked into the shop and inquired about the job advertised in our window. We were all in shock. Obviously, she doesn't need the money, so I think she saw it as a way of getting her out of her house and taking her mind off things," with the article also implying that it'd be a good way for her to reintegrate with the local community. Interestingly, it seems Boyle didn't end up getting the job. However,
she didn't even get the job? Why? Is it because they know she didn't need the money, or would it? I guess technically, she would have caused too much of a commotion. Like, every time someone came in there, as soon as she's recognized, boom, we're gonna have a bunch of people coming in there all the time just to talk to her about random stuff, and then she would never actually get work done. That's probably why she never got she didn't get the job. But I don't know why that name sounded familiar. I'm pretty sure I never heard her music. I didn't even. Anyway, let's go.
Kevin Jonas was a little more lucky. The Jonas Brothers took a hiatus back in 2013. Two of the brothers pursued their own solo projects, yet the third brother, Kevin, decided to leave music altogether and walk a slightly different path. He dived into the world of construction, creating a property development business called Jonas Werner, and would also become the co-CEO of a social media business called the Blue Market Company. But while you could still consider this far from a normal job, it's time to talk about Nikki Blonsky, who's perhaps one of the greatest examples of giving up fame to go back to a regular life. Blonsky's first ever acting role was in Hairspray the movie, so it was kind of funny that only 4 years later, she'd get her cosmetology license before landing a job as a hairstylist in her hometown. Superstar is happy to announce our newest employee, our cosmetologist Nikki Blonsky from Hairspray, which was followed by a tweet to Nikki Blonsky's Twitter confirming her new part-time position. "It's true I'm working at Superstar Salon as a makeup artist, and I'm proud to be working and helping pay bills, but I'll never lose sight of my dreams. Just because I'm part-time working doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on my dreams, and don't give up on yours. I might book something big soon, keep positive," and apparently she made the right decision by doing this, given the customer feedback. "I was so surprised today when I showed up at Superstar to get my makeup done, and it turned out to be Nikki Blonsky applying it. She did a great job and I really look like a superstar." Good
shit. So, like I said before in the beginning, I I get why celebrities would want to get out of well, stop being celebrities and just get a normal job. And it looks like for a lot of them I was right. Obviously I didn't mention the part where it's like the Beans where his parents got sick and they passed away due to, holy crap, mind blank. Nope, it starts with a C. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yep, brain fart. Oh crap, cancer. Sorry. So I get why, like I said, I get why they would leave. I guess it's just that you don't really see it too often, and like I guess for some people, like it wouldn't be too much of a problem. For others, they get into it, they don't know, they don't know the reality of the situation until it hits them. Like I guess that's for most people, and then like they just like don't like it. Like the other kid that was 6 when he was in The Shining. He was like, yeah, acting was fun, but it's not for me. At least he was able to realize that while he was still young, and his parents didn't force him to continue. So that's great. But yeah, so I enjoyed this. It's not every day you hear about reasons why people leave. Like, at least for me, like I mostly hear reasons why people want to get in, and especially to Hollywood and stuff like that. And it's like, are you ready for what could be what you might have to go through? Because like there's even those sleazebag directors or whatever that for female actors they have to deal with like the producers or the directors or something trying to come onto them, and then if they deny them those men, then they can have their career sabotaged, and that's kind of bull crap and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just not for everybody, and some people find out at easier ways or just are able to slide out. They don't have to go through so much bullshit, while others are less fortunate. Like the female actors who get their career sabotaged just because they didn't want to sleep with someone in their business, or like the male actors who just don't want to wear dresses for whatever reason, and they get sabotaged or whatever, or they don't want to be used for whatever reason and they get sabotaged. But yeah, Hollywood does a lot of that, like with black actors. I mentioned them because obviously I'm black, but with some black actors who are only getting roles to play like gangsters and stuff like that. I get it. But yeah, this video was interesting, so I liked it. Be sure to check out SynnyV2. He has a bunch of other good videos, interesting stuff, interesting content. Be sure to check him out. Links will be in the description below. But after that, you know what it is. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.